You're dramatizing your own life.
We're back at Epsom Racecourse, believe it or not.
What's going to happen?
Very early on in the shooting period.
Go on, my son. Go on, my son. That's what people shout at racecourses.
Is it? Well,
Go on, my... You've not heard that?
No, I haven't.
Go on, my son, they shout.
Until then, it's just a matter.
They're talking about a horse when they do that.
What we said, what you used to shout was, is this coffee real? Could I have some? No, you didn't. You're not like that as an actor. You're pretty good. The sex scene. Very little of which is left. But the rushes were damn hot, let me tell you now.
Were they? No, I wasn't allowed to see them, obviously,
you weren't.
because
No
James
bits, I
Purefoy
suppose.
is so...
Because he was so good. The thing about genuinely sort of sexy people
I
is you
hate
don't
him.
have to show
I
a bit.
hate him.
And these two managed to really get some heat going. As actors, I hasten to add, without ever showing anything. But it was still too hot for a 15 certificate, so we cut it down. To very little, in fact. So don't get your hopes up if you're watching this. Frankly, hoping to get a bit of freeze frame action going, I wouldn't bother with it.
Is that a portrait of Stephen Fry on the back wall there?
No, it's Elvis. Actually,
That's Elvis?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, this is a real flat. All this furnishing is some bloke. This is a location, and we rented it off this kind of cool dude who lived down near. Docklands.
What is he? Is he a drug runner or something?
I don't know. I didn't ask. For God's sake, let's.
No, I'm just thinking, where do you get his money from? It's a
I
very
think he's a
sumptuous,
cool
sumptuously
sort of guy.
appointed place,
You know,
isn't it?
Are drug runners the only people with money these days?
I think so.
Probably in
Yeah.
this mixed up, muddled up, shook up world.
Yeah.
So all that, and that's real. That isn't a painted backdrop. I wish I hadn't said that, because I wish they'd said it is.
Radiator?
that-
Real?
Real radiator.
Mm-hmm.
So that somebody could sit there going, well, I knew it was painted. And
Plant.
then I'd write to him and say, well, it wasn't actually. Here we go. Terrific score.
I'm going to avert my eyes now, if you don't mind.
There's very little left of this, as I say. They were terribly good. I mean, it's a very cold thing doing a sex scene. I mean, in the long run, you're acting, you've got to do takes, you've only got a few seconds each time. And I think it's very convincing what there is left. Look at this editing. Well done again, Peter. Beautiful. Tense editing. And that's all that's left. But believe me, there was a deal of skirt tugging and hand stroking that's on the cutting room floor. That's all I can tell
I bet it isn't on the floor anymore.
you. It's in private collections.
I bet it
all
was
over.
swept up.
Yeah, no, it's swept up and everywhere. As I say, nothing ever exposed, but very hot, and who knows, maybe one day we'll cut some of that in. No, we won't. The
No,
film's
you won't.
finished.
You
It's
won't. What are you
over.
talking
It's
about?
gone. It's gone. Well, they keep all rushes
Why?
and things. I don't know. It's a sort of very kind of almost sort of mystical grandeur attached. The whole business of filmmaking, like your original negative, is kept like British
In a vault.
film. Yeah, in a vault and at the right temperature. And they keep rushes as well. I think. I don't quite know why. I mean, for instance, they got rid of most of the Morecambe and Wises and Dad's Armies. I think there's as much classic telly made as classic film. And I think if they're going to keep it, they should keep some of that. But
Yeah.
Anyway, believe it or not, I think my film will be preserved.
Oh, God. If you're reading this.
No.
It's being suggested that I should do a director's cut. Well, I would happily return to it, because the movies are like, when you make a film as a director, I say it's like the Hotel California. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave, because there's always something to do on it. And like, witness us here, sit now,
Who'd have thought?
doing the DVD voiceover. Amazing. I haven't even got a DVD, so I'll never have to listen to this crap. Hugh, again, doing his own stunt guitar work.
Sam, we wanted to talk because there's a problem. The script's too blokey.
Also, I've just remembered I did the stunt typing as well. I said I didn't read that thing, but actually I had to type it
You
because
did have to type it.
because suddenly we realised that the only way to get it to appear on the screen is somebody
to type
typing.
it. Yeah,
And it just I could type a bit, so that was a.
It's funny, you sort of think, because you're in the world of make-believe, you sort of think, surely there's a kind of electronical way of producing this typing, that we shouldn't have to do this. But the way to do it is to
Just
type
have
it.
a bloke typing it.
I admit that the Rachel character needs some work, but I'll get there. This is my story, mine and Lucy's.
Exactly.
What does that mean?
Look, all of this has got to come out soon.
Is that Baumler?
If we bring
Oh, yeah, he was all dressed in Baumler.
Was he? Head to toe in Baumler.
Yes, I believe. He's a very stylish guy, is Adrian. Another.
And does Baumler have?
You hated for being so good looking.
I did, yeah. Taking a handsome pill. Does Baumler have a lot of retail outlets that you know of?
I don't know. I mean, it's just a friend.
Or
of
is he
his.
restricted to London and the South East at the moment?
I don't think he has any read. I think he probably sort of sells into shops like most of these people. But Adrian, as I say, supporting him. I think he's a young black designer, and good to give him a good... Well, we're giving him another plug. I don't think anyone will ever listen to this, but if they do, get a boundless suit. Now, that bath had to be filled by bucket with warm water because it's a set. So poor Jolie was stood there in a dressing gown waiting for everyone. What they call a closed set, which means about 50 of the 200 people who are normally there go. But the rest of them have to avert their gaze.
It's decided that the caterers don't need to be there to watch that. Yeah.